Hello and welcome back, everyone. This is episode 3 of Möregon Trail, Twice Roll Tales production. If you're new here and you haven't seen episode 1 and 2, what are you doing? Go back. Do that, please. And then come back and watch episode 3. You're already on our YouTube. Go and subscribe to it. Thank you so much.
What is wrong with you people?
What the fuck?
Come on, guys. Get it together. We're in episode 3. Things have happened. Specifically, these things have happened.
No.
Our wagon train has successfully departed from Deliverance, Missouri, and has started to make their way to their final destination of Oregon City, Oregon. Last we left them, they had just reached the first major fort on their journey, Fort Kearney, in which they had been told there would be survivors, there would be supplies, a way to rest and refresh before their next leg of the trail. When they walked into town, it is completely deserted, a little unnervingly so. It is June 4th, 2045. So far, you have traveled 325 miles. You have 1,820 to go.
Katie kind of stands up in the wagon and peers out, because that don't look right.
Sure don't, Sarge. Something happened to this town.
Do we get out? Investigate?
Take the wheel for a moment. Give McCree take the wheel a moment. Hop down. Do you hop down with me?
I'll hop down with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Start walking past the rest of the train towards the fort.
Awesome. Yeah, you start walking a little bit further forward, and Booker's already sort of like leaning out the window, saying, I thought there'd be people here.
Ain't there supposed to be like a whole ass junction?
That's what Des said.
Doesn't look like there's been people here for a while.
This is weird. This is fucking weird.
People were supposed to be here before us.
Yeah, the last wagon train. I mean, it left not long before you guys.
Let's park the wagons. Booker, Finch, you're both with me.
All right.
McCready executes a perfect 3-point.
Just roll
Parallel
presents.
parks.
12.
Nope.
Is that
Roll a 4.
Okay.
You try to do a 3-point.
It's a 1.
It's one of those where, like, the Volkswagen bus does not have a great turning radius.
It's an 11. It's the 11-point turn.
This German turning radius.
Yep. And it doesn't really want to either, because, like, you're still kind of, like, settled in the ruts of the trail.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. So it, like, doesn't want to turn onto the, like, unturned ground. But, you know.
Rory's gonna get out.
I hope nothing bad happened to the bus because of that.
Speaking of ruts in the trail,
Speaking of ruts.
Katie's gonna bend down to I'd like to investigate the ruts that we are following.
Yeah.
They lead here. Clearly,
Yeah.
people have made it here before us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, roll me presence, just like 8.
Yep, 14.
You know, there are tracks here, both from you guys and from wagons that have came before. They're certainly not fresh, though. Like, the ground is pretty tough and kind of, like, baked over. It's clear, like, people haven't been here for a while. You do see, as you get a little bit closer into town, though, there are a couple wagons that look pretty bare. They're sparse. The supplies themselves are gone. Yeah, they're just kind of sitting open there.
They look like wagons I watched go off in the past.
Yes.
We're part of the last train. They definitely made it here, but my best guess at the moment, they found the same as we found and kept moving quick.
Why'd they abandon their wagons? You hear McCready say from the driver's seat.
Point turn like all the way over to where
Still
you
trying to look at, why'd they leave their wagons?
You are pointing backwards now.
This is weird, Sarge. Finch says beside you.
Keep looking. There's gotta be signs of something.
Cool.
I like to sort of do a little fan out into the fort.
Anyone who is going out and searching, give me like a presence DR8.
So we get the bus part.
Ooh, nice. 15.
I got a 14. Hey.
I didn't find shit.
Got a little cat smiley face.
Cool. I say, Katie, you are a little bit preoccupied with the wagons to really do much searching in town themselves. Yeah, from what you see, everything is like more or less intact. There's no signs of like violence or anything. It's just like pretty much stripped bare.
I'm just doing that cowboy movie thing where you kind of jump up onto something and then like shove it a little bit before you knock it over and then like...
You know, the classic thing they do in cowboy movies.
Yeah. You find something that's all... This is a thing, I promise. Roll the clips. Roll the clips.
Comment in the chat if this is a thing.
You'll find the homestead or the wagon and the thing. Everybody who was there has been murdered.
Like, pops up on the back. Yeah,
I got
Yeah.
Okay, with your 13, 14?
I got a 14.
I have
14.
You got 15.
Cool. You find kind of like scattered among the buildings little bits of the people that were left. Like, not actual bits.
like arms.
I'm gonna reword that.
Chunks of flesh.
Little personal effects.
A real possibility.
You find...
Oh, it's a
man.
gold tooth.
You find some clothes, you find, like, books people have left behind, and you find a couple journal entries and letters.
Does it seem like things have been left behind in a hurry?
Haphazardly, for sure.
Sloan and I look at each other and go,
Oh, yeah.
I see.
Are those journal entries and letters you have there?
Oh, there might be.
Oh my god. GM handouts?
This is the best day.
So, in your searching, in all of the little nooks and crannies of this kind of ruined Fort Kearney, you find a couple of newspapers.
Sick.
Journal entries. They say the same thing. I just have the typed version. You can't read my writing.
Gotcha.
Erin, with your D20, you walk around kind of one of the back of like one of the buildings in the fort, look to be a barracks, and you find a water reservoir that looks incredibly tainted.
I should say, this was a nat 20, but I have a -1 to presence.
That's fine.
Okay.
Nat 20 still works.
That's okay, that's fine.
You also find...
The set deck is also props.
I get part of the set design. The set belongs to me now.
What?
Oh no.
I'm going through.
Oh, I don't love that face.
I don't like this type.
This is a grim, dark world
Oh,
we
this
inhabit.
isn't good. Do I open this? Is this
Yeah.
like a thing? Oh shit.
That's the thing.
Oh my god.
You find just like a little scrap of paper,
so
kind of like on the
exciting.
ground, a little muddied over.
Oh, all of this is bad. Hey, I don't like any of this. I take it back. Is this?
I'm gonna also say you find.
Is this a journal entry or is this like a?
You just find that like written on a weird scrap of paper.
But
like,
it is
it's not
handwritten.
even- Yeah, it's handwritten. Like it looks like that. It's just.
Light strikes the heartland.
Oh yeah, these. Rory is sharing these. He's not sitting on this shit.
So say you find this one.
Sarge, you know anybody by the name of Ed Waverly or Tristan Sykes?
The name sounds vaguely familiar. These are people that were in Deliverance for sure. They left on a wagon train probably a good 4 or 5 months ago.
Can't say I never knew him in passing.
So, come again? What?
Can't say I never knew him in passing.
Oh, I see. Oh, it's double negative. Got it.
We speak in a lot of those in Texas.
There is a name in that note that rings a bell, and it's the name Augustine.
Augustine, yeah. That's my next question. Do you know Augustine? Seems like they were the head honcho of this past wagon train.
And one of
Augustine.
ours.
Yes, Augustine was a member of the militia. Left on a wagon train that left about 5 months ago or so. Real mean fucker.
What you know about Augustine?
Well, I know. Let me tell you. No, here.
Well, no, read it out loud so the audience can also hear.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Just reading quietly. To myself.
Yeah, it's like 15 minutes of
We
silence.
love reading.
You don't get to know.
We do
get
a
the
lot
paper
of reading
prompts.
material, so, you know.
So here, I'll do the crib notes version. In the last caravan, I'm assuming it's the last caravan, there was a man named Ed Waverly and a man named Tristan Sykes. They got into a fight over camp stores for food. Sykes had a teenager with him, or no, child, 5 years old, and Waverly challenged him because they were taking extra portions for the kid. And then they got tried in front of this Augustine fellow, and he ruled against Ed, and then had one of his lackeys take him to the hills and shot him, quote, like a lame horse. And a bunch of people apparently liked that because they said dead weight.
Augie was always a right son of a bitch.
Is he a friend of yours?
Wouldn't have guessed that though. Had to have been more to it than just nicking a few biscuits for a kid.
I'm just reading what's on this handwritten note that I found on the ground.
I mean, some of these are unhinged.
Especially
to
if
say lightly, so
especially the rest of the caravan was in agreement.
I think there's something weird going on.
How many days has it been?
It has been so far. This is day 15. Just been over 2 weeks.
Why would you find?
Well, this one just says, "Do you hear it? I must go west." So that's fun. And then there's another one that talks about hollow men and not to follow them.
If the hollow men in the middle of the night ask you to come to the river, don't follow them. They ain't real, and the river run dry. Stay put and stay quiet, and you'll be alright by morning.
Not fun.
I don't know. I'm getting a bad feeling about all of this.
Yeah.
If the river were dry, why stay in all?
It says that they also had no food and no water by the time they made it here, and that their numbers were thinned by half once they got here.
How?
Doesn't say. But it does say that
Barely the first landmark.
the ground crunches like twigs under feet, which I can concur as I've walked on this land.
I don't think we should dally here.
It doesn't seem safe. I don't like the sound of this hollow men.
If any of that train is left, they've made their move pretty quick from here, and probably for the best.
What time of day is it right now?
It's kind of like late morning, early afternoon.
Should we check the wagons that were left behind? I keep wanting to say buses. The bus wagons that were left behind to see if they left any food or supplies or any further hints.
Looked like they were stripped bare, but I can roll this time.
Yeah, go for it.
16.
Yeah, very, very few things are left in there. There are like keys left in the ignition, so like you get the sense like if you wanted, you could actually take one and like have it as an additional wagon. But yeah, otherwise, pretty stripped.
I'm gonna call back to one of my guys, whoever's close. Poke.
Yes.
We got anyone in the trains what can drive?
I think so. I will ask to see who can drive.
I can drive.
Good man. No, you can't.
What?
We saw you doing that 24-point K turn.
Well, I don't know what to say. I'm hurt.
Distraught.
Yeah. Not mad, I'm
I'm gonna
disappointed.
turn the keys in the ignition, just like make sure it starts.
Does start.
Okay.
Solar panels are still intact. So battery's been pretty charged.
Good do to have an extra just in case. Backups on backups, as they say.
You sound like a video editor.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wow, this just got real meta.
Back in 2024, we had these things called podcasts and streams. You may not remember being a youngin'.
You may not remember being a youngin' about the podcast.
The podcasting and the live streaming and
Live
the gamers
streaming.
and the Kai Senates and all that.
The good
I
old
had
days.
so many Twitch subscribers back in the day.
You should have seen my channel. We'd go on raids all day, every day.
Incredible. Polk makes his way back pretty quickly, dragging Marcus by the arm. So this one can drive.
Hi, Callahan, is it?
Uh-huh.
All right. You drive?
I got my learner's permit.
Stick?
Can't be that hard, right?
You'll be fine.
All right, come on.
Polk
We're going to
says-
give a little test run.
Great.
And I'm just going to teach him how to drive.
Great.
Teach him stick here and now.
Incredible. Yeah.
We have 2 weeks to burn, right?
Marcus is like 35.
Yeah.
But yeah, is like a very poor driver. Like, was in driver's ed at the time that the world ended and never really completed the training.
Oh, yeah. He was
same
15,
hat.
yeah.
But like after a little while, like kind of gets the hang of it and like noticeably relaxes for like the first time since like you've seen them on the trail. And it's like, you know what, actually, it's gonna be nice to get a little peace and quiet.
I hear that.
Yeah. If I can load anything or yeah, if there's anybody else who wants just like a little more quiet, I can ride with people.
Hell, I'd join you if I could.
I've begrudgingly become attached to my caravan here. Though I still maintain distance, I do see them as a kind of chosen family.
Are you here?
narrating.
Oh, I didn't know.
In the van.
I told you with conversational practice we could be great friends.
Oh, I forgot you were here.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
She's been here the
this
whole
is
time.
unrelated. He hasn't heard our conversation. He's just monologuing to himself in the train. Like,
He's just sitting in the driver's seat, just staring at
like,
the
being-
horizon.
like, against my own better judgment, I started the rest
Monologuing.
of some bitches.
God damn it.
We'd never admit it loud.
No, no.
Oh God.
Busted.
Bit noisy in wagon 1, huh?
I mean, it's Jed and Nancy. They keep to themselves, and
Good folk.
Sal's, you know, Sally. Yeah, no, it's just gonna be good to get away. I think. Yeah, for sure.
Katie takes a minute, knowing from the manifest that the only other person in that wagon who he has not mentioned by name is pretty sure his wife.
Long-term girlfriend.
Long-term girlfriend?
Yeah.
Trouble.
Long-term girlfriend.
Trouble in paradise.
And it's just kind of like, has like a, ooh, okay, kind of a, I'm sure this will do you both some good. And pats the hood on her way out.
For sure.
A little
sure.
separation sometimes.
Thanks. Cool. Yeah, as you're kind of walking around and things are stopped too, Linda DeRossi finds you kind of in the crowd. Hey, I heard that you had some healers, some medics, something in the train.
I got a couple guys know a few tricks, mostly.
Great.
That really is the most generous way to put it.
That's,
Very nice of you.
that's all we're asking for. If they could maybe possibly come take a look at Carlos, he's not been feeling great.
I'll pass along the message. That you guys are in wagon 3, right?
Yes, we're in 3 with Finch, I believe it is.
You
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. Just find us when you have a second. He's not feeling his best.
He didn't drink from the river, did he?
No. We've been drinking from the reservoir.
Oh, all right. From the what?
Reservoir.
That's
Our reservoir. Like
okay.
on the wagon.
Yes,
We're not
all
going
right.
to drink some strange water on the side of the road.
Look. I gotta be asking the question. Some guy had some mushrooms, and now that that train's gonna smell like vomit forever.
I'm sure they got it cleaned up. Kieran's learned his lesson.
It's always gonna smell like vomit. I need you to understand. It smells not going away. Not in this sun. Not in this heat.
Not in this economy.
Believe me, I have two. I have twins. I'm used to smells of vomit and poop.
Just saying, I gotta be asking. Cool. Alright, yeah, I'll head back into the fort to find these two.
Yeah, well, I mean...
you're monologuing to yourself.
Yeah. Killian's still just in the front seat, just like...
What's going on here?
1,000-yard stare into the distance.
Willa's just in the passenger seat, kind of just swinging her feet.
I'm gonna clap him on the shoulders, be like, "We have a second case."
Ah,
You're right.
don't sneak up on me like that, son.
I'm not like sneaking.
Hot diggity.
Came
There it is. Hot diggity.
Hey,
The catchphrase.
say the thing, Bart.
We've been summoned.
Oh, whoa, what's going on now?
Oh, I don't know, some Carlos man is not feeling well.
No,
sort of generally.
Carlo Rossi.
Probably.
I
don't
told
know, is
him
that
not
him?
to drink that whole jug of wine.
Was that before or after he said he wanted to be an alcoholic?
I think this was after.
Great.
Oh yeah, that's the guy that we gave the gin to.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
This might be my
So it's
fault.
just- if I made it, you know,
Oopsie.
we're actually
Let's
killing people.
Let's go check on our patient.
Yeah, we probably should have had a follow-up or something.
Well, I'm not a medical doctor.
I have a PhD in architecture.
They're going to say like applied chemistry or something.
No.
Well, I learn new things
Sure
about you every
do.
day. I didn't know you were an architect. So interesting. All right, let's go.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. We got time.
Fuck.
Yeah, so we saunter up to their wagon 3. And,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Mia and Anthony, their two kids, just kind of like swinging their feet off the side of the wagon. Looking a little bored.
Do they smell like vomit?
No.
Does anybody smell like vomit?
There is no vomit smell.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, they're just kind of like chatting with each other, kind of keeping to themselves. Linda's waiting right outside. Oh, you must be the medics, yes?
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah. In a manner of speaking.
Well, you helped Carlos with his headache a couple days ago.
Yes, we did help.
Yes, we did, yes. And it did help.
He wasn't complaining of a headache anymore, so
That's great.
that seems to help.
Job done.
Job done.
See you later.
He's gotten worse, though.
Oh. In
What
what way?
are the symptoms?
He says he feels like his skin is crawling, that his blood feels hot.
Has he been taking methamphetamines?
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Well,
How sure are you?
I am his wife. I'm incredibly sure.
but how much can we really know another person? Like their
Right.
interior
This is-
world.
Perhaps
We
this
have
is
been
not-
with each other 24 hours of the day.
You don't need to break up
For
a
the
marriage
last
over
2
this.
weeks.
That's fine. We'll just, we'll...
Can you please just look at him?
Sorry, I think I'm projecting some of my past trauma onto you. But yes, we'll take a look at your husband.
Did you
Linda.
used to take methamphetamines? Is that what you don't?
That was a lifetime ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, when you enter the wagon, Carlos de Rossi, this kind of like stout, sturdy guy, is kind of lying back in one of the seats of this Honda Odyssey, and he is visibly shaking. Like all of his limbs are just kind of shaking, and he has like a really, really sickly pallor with like bloodshot eyes.
This looks like withdrawal to me.
I mean, I'm not trying to look
Okay.
at break up marriage right now.
Turn to him and go, how are you feeling, sir?
He's not. I think he can hear you.
Oh.
It's not.
I don't feel great. I don't feel great.
Is his wife here?
Yeah, Linda's just kind of like hanging in the door for him, pretty much.
I'll turn to Linda and I'll be like, I have a sort of a portable laboratory in
A portable laboratory.
in Wagon 5. Yes, there's a girl in there. Her name is Willow. If you ask her for it,
Oh, sweet girl. Yes.
very sweet girl. Would you be able to bring that to me?
Yeah, absolutely. I can go get that. You have all of your materials in there. What does it look like?
Everything should be contained, so everything should be in there.
Yeah, of course. I'll be right back.
Great, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Linda heads off.
Well, now that Linda's gone.
I'll look at Carlos and be like, all right, what did you take?
All right, just between us.
I didn't take anything.
You took nothing.
No.
Is this because you did not take something that you were taking routinely?
No, I take heart medication and that's it.
And you're still taking it? Mm-hmm. And you haven't taken anything new?
When did you start feeling this way? With your skin crawling and whatnot?
Yesterday.
And
I had that headache for a couple days and then it just started feeling like almost a bad fever. Everywhere.
You didn't get bitten by anything, did you?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I'm at the end of my rope. I have no medical expertise
Can we either
whatsoever.
want to do a
roll or
presence
something?
test?
Yeah,
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, just give me presence DR 12.
4? I said,
Come on, presents. Hey, 17.
17. Awesome. You see, his he's wearing kind of like shorts, kind of like dad shorts and like longer socks. Mm-hmm. And right above one of his socks, there is a cut, like a scrape that has gotten all sorts of infected.
yeah.
That looks like it's just oozing pus and all sorts of colors it should not be.
Something we should have noticed at first.
Yeah, right. It does seem like maybe we should have
Like it's pretty small, but it's definitely infected.
So it's not like
tiny
dressed
but
or
mighty.
anything. It's like it's just out there and fucking.
Yeah.
All right. All right. You have a med kit.
I do.
All right. I might try and make something just for shits.
Sure.
And
sounds
see if
great.
it does anything.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we should probably dress.
Yeah, I'll dress the wound, make sure it doesn't turn gangrenous. It seems like it's already on the way
It
to
does
becoming.
seem like that. You don't have any alcohol in there, do you? Or like a...
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to let you do whatever you're going to do.
The item description is very ambiguous as to what I have in the kit. But I would presume, yes.
All right.
Can you fix me?
Yeah. Here,
We've
give
got
me,
it.
Give me a
No worries.
give me a second here. Do you need me to roll anything?
No, you can just kind of do the first aid and dress the wound. That's all fine.
Like cleaning. He's got like a squirt bottle of alcohol and cleaning it up. And that probably sucks. And then we're wrapping it. Maybe put some Neosporin on it. I don't know.
Sure.
Antibacterial
Sure.
salve. And he heals 1 HP.
Ouch.
No, he doesn't.
Have I killed a man?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
You haven't killed him.
Oh, great.
Just doesn't heal.
Normally, whenever I apply a Band-Aid, it automatically
heals a person.
heals wounds.
So usually when I just
mean, you-
pour juice on my arm, something.
You
happens.
can't really tell, just
Sure.
looking at it.
Yeah.
He doesn't
But
look better.
He doesn't look better.
Gotcha.
He does not look in less distress.
Okay.
Can I try and make some magic potions?
Sure.
Please.
2d8.
Please, I would love to make a magic potion.
Are we presuming that your kit is with you?
7 and a cat butthole.
That's a 1.
That would be a 1.
Incredible. So 7. You make kind of that cinnamony powder again.
Okay.
And the 1...
Do I explode?
No. The 1 smells like a dry red wine.
I'm gonna sip it. Just a tiny, tiny bit.
Did you make Cabernet?
Are you gonna test the
Make a
legs?
toughness D12.
Test the legs.
Just a love. I love that Cabernet.
Oh, it smells like burning
Toughness?
rubber.
Toughness DR12.
Oh, 20. Dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Wow.
All right. Yeah, it kind of like burns a bit on your tongue, but doesn't affect you otherwise.
Is that moonshine?
It's something.
Moonshine with notes of Merlot.
Yeah, right. Okay, we don't know what it does, but...
I think, Killian's going to be like, look, this man's obviously coming down off of speed. I know he's got this thing on his leg, but...
First of all, where is he getting speed?
You tell me. It's the Wild West.
In this apocalypse?
Yeah, in this apocalypse.
Let's presume, for the sake of their marriage, if nothing else, that he's not coming down from speed. What are the other options?
It could be some kind of blood infection, or some kind of snake bite, or...
Well, he doesn't seem to have any... I mean, if it was a snake, he would have known, surely, that he's gotten bitten by something.
Unless it's an invisible snake.
Okay. Now, this is weird territory.
I
know we've got some weird
I have so many conspiracy theories about invisible snakes that I'll have to tell you later. I understand that time is pressing.
Of all the conspiracy theories.
That's the one that I latched on to. Yeah, that's the only one that I believe.
No, that's fine. I get it. I totally get it. Great. Cool.
I don't know what to do with this guy. I think he's gonna die.
He's literally right here.
I'm trying to help.
Am I gonna die?
No, you're
Of
fine.
course
You're
you're not
fine.
gonna die.
You're fine. This guy's gonna.
Will you step outside? Can we step outside, please?
I don't
At this
understand
moment, Linda
decorum.
comes back, and Carlos just whispers to her, "Am I gonna die?"
No, of course not. No one's going to die. All right?
Did you tell him he was going to die?
I said nothing.
No, we didn't tell him.
You didn't tell.
So you told now.
Oh my god! My husband's going to die.
This is so much better when there weren't people involved.
God.
I'm just gonna go back to our wagon.
Just be done.
Where am I?
Where are you?
Yeah, I'll go
That's a good
fetch.
question.
I'll go fetch Sarge. I'll be like, Sarge,
Yeah.
Sarge, we need an adult.
60-year-old man need an adult. We need an adult.
We need someone who has responsibility.
Well, I suppose that couldn't be counted as y'all. All right.
We might need a more advanced med kit, is what we might need.
What's going on?
There's a man with a hole in his leg that's oozing pus, and he says that his skin is crawling and he's on fire. In my professional medical opinion, I think that he's coming down off of speed. Right. However, Rory disagrees with me.
I don't necessarily
What's
disagree.
your assessment?
I think there's a possibility that it could be drug related, but he seems very vehement, and I don't really care about his wife, but she also seems very vehement. And in the interest of pursuing other options, I would think that if he's this worried about dying, he would come clean about whatever it is. And he hasn't. And he also hasn't been bitten by anything.
Given that there's a wound that seems pretty clearly infected as you've described it. Like,
yeah, that
well,
would be
what about his condition exactly is implying to y'all that this is drug related and not a wound has become infected?
It's the skin crawling and the fever.
And now that's what happens when your wounds get infected.
That's obviously where he puts the speed.
God damn! Hold on 1 second.
What movies did you have in your bunker?
I didn't have any movies.
Only podcast.
I've been listening to the same true crime podcast for 20 years.
Oh,
It's only speed.
It's only speed related. This is one episode on
A
speed.
true crime podcast about a speed empire in central Missouri.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it! Hold on.
How did we make it this far?
Katie disappears into the wagon for a second.
Cool. Finch stops by while you're kind of like in the wagon. Hey, you deal with Carlos yet?
I'm working on it. Hold on. Jumps back out.
He's been raving like a fucking lunatic.
How so?
Just saying like he's gotta go west.
They were on speed too.
We're all on speed.
Starring Keanu Reeves.
I think it's like some sort of weird fever thing.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay.
I don't know. It's annoying as hell.
Let's run back.
Runs back to the first wagon. Or his wagon
Wagon
2.
two?
Wagon 2. Wagon
Wagon
1? 3.
No.
Wagon 3.
3.
Yep.
No.
We got there, Reggie.
Yeah, we got it.
Runs back to Wagon 3. Takes a look at the wound. Mr. Rossi, how'd you get this wound?
I don't know. I was just walking outside a bit. I must just scraped it
When?
a couple days ago.
That don't look good at all.
Do you hear anything weird?
I hear everything.
I don't like that.
What?
I hear. I don't know what's real. Everything hurts. I feel so hot I can't get cool.
Is something compelling you to go west?
Yeah.
What's in the west?
Healing.
Maybe I can offer some of that in the meantime. And Katie reaches into her pocket, clearly very begrudgingly. Pulls out a single dose of penicillin. I don't want to find out what's calling these people west. I don't think the rest of us do either. And taps the syringe, does the thing.
What is that?
It's gonna cure the infection. Right in.
She doesn't look better.
Well, yeah,
Doesn't
just
look
did
worse.
it. Like what, is this some kind of fairyland where he's just gonna magically...
Healing takes time.
Yeah.
Unlike my
Just kinda like
band-aids.
flinches a little bit, but yeah, it's fine.
Swear to God, if I just threw away my penicillin on this man. I don't like that smile you're giving me.
Well, should we take him back to our wagon to keep him under observation? No?
Wagon 5 just
No, we should not.
Sloan says no.
Sloan and Willow are sitting in the wagon like,
Hey, real quick, no.
fuck that.
Absolutely not.
Finch from behind you says, we always take him to 7. That's the sick bay.
Oh yeah, we also
Yeah,
have
we
a
have
an
that, yeah.
open
Send it to
caravan
Richardson,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll call Ted down here to carry him over.
It's a good idea.
And once Ted has carried Mr. DeRossi over into the sick bay, I'm going to hand Ted some rope. Be like, he don't get up until his fever's broke.
All right, we're tying this sucker up.
I think that's me. I'm gonna head back to the
back
to our wagon.
That's all I got.
What's Sloan been up to?
Sloan has been really carefully trying to order the journal entries that they have found scattered. Because the timeline...
Sloan's doing the plot.
Hell yeah.
Sloan's doing main storyline shit. Meanwhile, we're just like, what's
We're like,
medicine?
it's like a buddy cop movie over here. Like,
Never heard of it.
There's a lot of journal entries from... There's a couple from April, but the one that I'm stuck on is the one about Ed Waverly from June 6th. Because June 6th, if I'm doing my math correctly, was maybe like 2 or 3 days ago.
It is June 6th from 2044, though. Yeah.
Is that a year ago?
Yeah. Sorry, I got my timeline
no.
a little mixed up.
Oh no!
It was a year ago.
Okay,
What
never mind.
year is it?
It's 2045.
Okay, never
Oh,
mind.
okay.
But it's about a year to the day.
Oh, wait, this
44.
one's
is
44.
So that's a year ago.
These were a year ago. This
That
one's
one's
2
from
years
2
ago.
That was 2
ago.
years ago.
Y'all know that wagon started kind of making this trek about 5 years ago.
She's reading over it word for word. But her mind is stuck on the 5-year-old kid in the note. She starts to get like a really icky feeling, like the tips of her fingers. Something's telling her that they probably shouldn't stay for long. So she's waiting anxiously for everybody to return to the wagon.
And those are people that I know left a year ago?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, it was a little bit further back
Got it.
than the
All right,
first
okay.
ones. Yeah.
Just wanted to double check that.
But yeah, you knew Augustine you had heard
Yeah.
of Ed and Tristan.
Yeah, okay. They left like a year ago.
Yeah.
Do we have sort of visible confirmation that, like, wagons have successfully left this area?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some, like, tracks leading out as well.
Okay.
Yeah, people have gone on, for sure.
Well, I think we just have to keep moving on.
Gotta say, I agree. And I'm gonna send the message down the line. We're moving out. Ain't nothing for us here.
Finchexia says, sound good. This place gives me the creeps.
Let's get the hell out of Dodge, people.
Do you want to kind of try and get on the road rest of the night? Not trying to bed down here?
Not bedding down here.
Cool. Sounds good. All right.
No hollow men for us. We're gonna get as far as we can
We're actually
from the
good on
river.
holidays.
Not
Which-
interested.
Given the time, it may not actually be that far, but we're gonna try.
I've had enough hollow men for one night.
Yeah.
Good, actually.
Yeah. All right, cool. There's still enough daylight that you can probably make your 25 bed down like later in the evening. But yeah, you'll keep going on. Your next landmark coming up is going to be Chimney Rock. It's 250 miles away, and then Fort Laramie, 86 miles far from that. Chimney Rock, doesn't really have any settlements or anything, just a landform. It's just cool. Yeah. So we got another like kind of big stretch of travel time.
The whole time now, instead of really watching the road, Katie's eyes keep drifting always towards the ruts that they're driving in, just to be sure that there's still someone we're following.
In unprecedented times, religious fervor has a tendency to take hold, to provide meaning to an otherwise meaningless existence. On the individual level, this may seem harmless, but fanaticism is an overcompensation for doubt, and on the large scale, it is a powerful and volatile thing.
Carlos is dead.
Yeah. Carlos Gerasi passes away
Oh,
Does he
shit.
really?
on day 18, June 7th, 2045. His fever never breaks, and infection spreads throughout his body. His skin takes on a green and pink and yellow hue.
Gross.
Day 18, there is no Carlos Gerasi, just a corpse.
You don't think that gin I gave him made him jaundiced, did it?
Don't think it's the gin.
Thank God.
And Ted calls me in.
Jesus Christ.
We find a tarp to wrap up the body. There ain't nobody need to be seeing that. Inform the family. They have an opportunity to bury the body if they so wish. Otherwise, he's getting left off the trail.
You pause in sort of this nondescript stretch of plains. Linda is inconsolable as she helps some of the other members of the wagon party dig a more shallow grave for her husband. The kids don't quite understand what's happening. They're a little just out of it. But the rest of the wagon party is good at keeping them occupied.
I've actually gone to go sit with Linda.
Yeah, you find a fallen tree a little way off the trail as they are finishing Carlos's grave. And Linda is just kind of staring as it's happening. Just tears in her eyes. Lip kind of quivering. I mean, I knew this would be difficult. But losing my husband. How do we go on from this? How do we tell the kids? What are we supposed to do?
You keep going. You get gets easier as the days go by. I lost my husband.
Eyes a little wider.
Pneumonia.
I'm so sorry.
Sometimes you get sick and you don't get better. But you find a reason to keep going. My son is mine, and I know your kids are yours.
I'll be strong for them. I just can't right now. The world's so new. God. Sometimes I wonder if it was a mistake in bringing them into the world in the first place. They didn't ask for this.
You know, something I used to do when I started to feel a little hopeless, I would try to see if I could look at the world through their eyes for a little bit. Wonder what they must see. Our perceptions of it are a little different from theirs. But I find that they're able to see the light a little clearer than maybe we can.
Very wise, Sloan. You're right. They are my greatest joy. They were Carlos's too. They didn't ask for this, but it is their world. We brought them into it, and it's my job to make sure they're safe. Thank you.
Sloan just takes her hand and they sit quietly for a little.
The first funeral on the trail has been held. Not long after you leave the site of Carlos's burial, you reach a point in the trail where it is overrun by trees and fallen debris. There are wagon tracks around, but it seems to be a fairly circuitous route. You were following some major highways for a bit, but now they've become a little bit too overgrown or crumbling to actually navigate around. The way around takes you an extra 8 days.
Woof.
Fuck.
I think that during this time, as we're making it around, Killian is like beside himself with guilt. Because he was so shitty to Linda. And also feels directly responsible for whatever happened to her husband. Like, even though it wasn't my fault, but I should have been able to help him. What are these hands good for if not saving lives? But yeah, I think character development moment, he feels real bad about his decisions.
I think Rory might start, like, I think there's a world in which, like, every now and then he's been going out with Willow to point out constellations. And I think seeing that, I think he might just kind of, like, start sort of in passing, pointing out constellations to him and just sort of, like, including him on it a little bit. Just being like, oh yeah, that's Cassiopeia, as you could tell because it's got the M, and then you trace that all the way over here and you can find, like, Andromeda Galaxy, and, like, you can sort of see it, and, like, that kind of thing, like, things that he remembers from that stuff.
Oh, that one looks like a person.
Yeah, a surprising amount of them do look like stick figures, and so sometimes we just make them up, which I think is more fun, but somebody gets mad at me.
Well, they're not proper stick figures. They sometimes have limbs, but they don't always have heads. It's very distressing.
You can make the heads, right? Because there's two stars. You can be like, all right, well, those are the eyes. And then you can sort of invent the head area, you know? You're going to look at that and you're going to tell me it looks like a Pegasus?
Well, sure.
You've been smoking my catnip.
The imagination of a child. Such a thing to behold.
That's one way to put it, yeah.
I think Katie's resolve to get this train to Oregon deepens at knowing in some small way she's already failed.
Yeah, one night while you were kind of bedded down for the night, just to have the campfires going, Booker kind of sidles up next to you and notice that you've been off the last couple days now that you finally made it back onto the main trail. He says, "All right, Sarge."
There's never any chance of us making it there whole.
Well, it's sort of a given.
Shouldn't be bothering me.
You want soft, Sarge?
Guess something in me just thought maybe I could do it.
You would have to be superhuman to do it. Look, we're doing the best we can. We're all here. You know? We can't control what's outside of our control, and that was beyond anyone's medical capabilities.
Damn right.
You know much about the stories of the last time people headed out west like this?
Last train, you mean? Or way back in the day?
Nah, I mean when this trail first became a thing.
It was fucking brutal, wasn't it?
Yep. And the men who conquered it, they became legends.
That was a different time, Katie. Isn't anybody left to write legends? Best we can do is make it.
Suppose you're right. Still, a girl can dream.
Can't fault you for that. But your eyes forward. Your feet on the ground, okay?
Always. Get back to your wagon.
Yeah, whatever.
Get out of here.
Shut off. Cool. Anyone who wants to give me a presence roll, 14.
Ooh,
Just
no.
all of us?
Yeah.
9.
5.
Nat 20.
Hey.
Now in the cool, kind of stillness of evening, with Booker's lines still kind of in your brain, you look out onto the horizon, you look out to the trail ahead, and just on the edge of the horizon, you see lights. Just kind of walking towards the trail, not towards you. Just walking west.
Do we have any kind of magnifications or a telescope or anything that I might look through?
You definitely have some binoculars somewhere on the train.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Katie gets up, is scrambling over all of you in the back, and find the binoculars, and then runs back out.
And you can't make out the exact shape in the dark, but what you see is silhouettes that are vaguely humanoid, and they're glowing with kind of a blue-green glow out of the places that eyes would be, and mouths would be.
And what time of day is it? Or are we
it's
parked
night now.
right now?
Yeah.
And are they coming closer to us?
Nope. Just walking west.
Katie puts away the binoculars. Thought I saw something. And then keeps an eye on it all night.
Cool. They just kind of keep moving. Just a couple every hour.
She does not sleep a wink.
Yeah, I think Killian's hand crank walkie-talkie starts to crackle very faintly on its own. He's like, oh, what? Never turned on before. Must be something. I don't know.
It's the 5G.
You've had it for 20 years.
Yeah, it's a 5G. We must be near a 5G tower.
Your walkie-talkie starts crackling a little bit, and you don't really know how to turn it off. Just kind of like a low
Just like sitting
static.
in the back, like
Yep.
hitting it,
All night
shaking
long.
it, the ways that you fix things.
Blow on it.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Try turning it off and turning it back
Yeah,
on.
right. Exactly.
You are about halfway to Chimney Rock. Still got about 5 more days of travel. Go a little bit further on the trail. Without incident. Until June 19th, day 30. Laramie's kind of within your grasp. Maisie Finch comes up to you one morning, starts complaining of a headache.
Get her to show her her ankles.
You have any, like, ibuprofen or anything? Anything unexpired?
Yeah, McCready's probably got some in his first aid kit.
Cool.
You anything else? Just the headache?
No, it just feels like a fucking migraine or some shit. I don't know.
Stay in the you stay in the wagons for now. You got anyone in your cardigan take over driving?
Yeah, Karen should be okay to do it.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Maisie Finch goes into wagon. You got anything for a headache? Any ibuprofen or anything?
Yeah. I have a medicine chest with 3 uses left, and I will give you a use of that, which is the ibuprofen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. I really do, and
You know, you can also chew willow bark.
I'll keep that in mind.
Just for the future, you know, medicine doesn't last forever.
That tree's named after me.
That's true. Can confirm.
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, she just kind of takes the ibuprofen for you and says, I'm gonna take it easy, but thank you. I appreciate it.
I slip her a little willow bark.
Cool.
You have willow bark?
Just wait a minute. Cool.
Brought him with me.
We ain't exactly in willow country.
Oh yeah.
Can I try making a couple decoctions just to
Absolutely
see what
you
I
can.
get?
This willow bark was hard fought for on the Mississippi River.
Against the cannibals.
Yeah, against the
That's why I was there.
The cannibals that were spearheading the Willow Empire.
They had a monopoly on willow.
Yeah.
Willow bark. And witch hazel.
Why do you think nobody's ever put a stop to the cannibals?
Yeah.
What you got?
5 and 7, I think, are ones that I've had before that are
Yeah, they are.
not so helpful.
7 is the spice, right?
Oh, actually, no, you haven't had 5 yet.
Oh, have I not?
You have not. 5 is kind of like a odorless powder, kind of just a bland gray. I'm kind of unclear what it does.
You know I have to snort it.
You know they've gotta snort
You know
it.
I gotta snort it now.
All right, you want to
Well,
start
I
it?
guess
Just
you
like
gotta take a
like a
bump.
little bit. Yeah. I mean, I might as well. I'm not gonna give it to anybody else. I know what it does. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, is this day or nighttime you're doing this?
What a question.
All right, it's nighttime. The right time.
Yeah, probably the nighttime.
Night?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you snort a little bit of this powder, and your vision gets a lot sharper in the evening.
All right.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of helpful I was expecting, but I will take it.
Dark vision.
Yeah, dark
You
vision.
also feel like a kind of weird tingly sensation just kind of in your like hands and feet. Like
Cocaine.
maybe like the feeling you get. Okay. It's like the feeling
is
you
for
get
sure
when
cocaine.
you've been swimming
Oh,
for
this
too
is
long.
speed.
Like the kind of pruniness on your fingers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can
Just
I
get
like
that feeling.
pop my head out the top of the van just to check,
Yeah.
see how far I can see?
So you pop your head out the top of the van, and when you do, you kind of place your hand on the top of the van to kind of steady yourself, and it sticks a little bit. Just a little sticky.
Sticky isn't okay. Hold on. Like, is this a thing? Like, is this a top of the van thing? Is it like a Spider-Man thing? Like,
Are we talking?
Like, where is the stickiness coming
We talking
from?
Spider-Man?
Yeah. You know, like.
I mean, you tell me. If you want to try sticking to some other stuff, I'll let you know.
I will. All right, I'll try. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do this first.
It sticks.
Can I take it off though?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like there's a little bit more
like,
than normal, you know?
Is there like a substance coming out of your hand?
Strange combination of symptoms. All right. Maybe I am Spider-Man.
I think you're a spider. You got heightened senses and sticky palms.
Ooh.
You're
McCready
Spider-Man
throws a
now.
small piece of bread at you to see if you have spider sense.
Yeah, you did not.
I'll take that dinner roll back.
Well, now it's covered in whatever this is.
Oh, still good.
Jam, maybe.
Yeah.
Gooey. Just a little gooey. It's fine.
Tastes like strawberries.
Don't worry about it.
Canonically, tastes like strawberries. Canonically, you omit strawberry jam.
I hate that.
Yeah, you're just a little sticky. That's all.
Okay, weird. But I can also see better.
Yeah, you can also see better at night.
You know, God closes a door but opens a window, is what they say. I don't know why I'm up on top of the van with you. No, hey.
You're not. You're just monologuing to yourself. Oh, God closes the door, he opens a window, they say.
Grady is talking in his sleep again.
It turns out that this entire story is just a long fever dream.
Yes, thank you for that. Yes, I'm not sure in this context what that means.
Well, I heard Linda say it the other day, and I thought maybe it would be helpful.
I think that's Alanis Morissette. Great. Well, that's a waste, I guess. But I do have the rest of it.
You do have the rest of it, yeah.
Well, let me see how long it stays.
Yeah, I'll see. I'll like take notes so that if and when I make it again,
Yeah.
I can see how
Pin
long it
gets
lasts.
stuck to your hand.
Well, like you and I will just pass it back and forth and just
Sure,
take our
yeah.
own notes.
I'll take notes for you.
Okay,
I'll be
all
your
right.
lab assistant.
That would be great.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, 2 more days pass. No issues there.
How's Maisie doing?
Maisie's not doing great.
Whoa.
She is kind of exhibiting the same symptoms that Carlos did. She's been in the sick bay, and Preston, also from her wagon, has joined her there.
Jeez, we're dropping like flies.
I also need y'all to roll me the toughness D8, please.
Oh.
9.
What'd you get?
4.
I got a 2.
Oh,
2?
I love this for us.
You notice that McCready is coughing into his handkerchief more these days. Hiding specks of blood.
He wants to burn an omen and re-roll.
I
Just let
made
me know.
that.
You made that. Just you two didn't.
I want to see what happens,
I
but
might re-roll. I'm gonna use an omen.
yeah, I'll use an omen as well.
Not that much better.
Oh no. How much?
5.
Okay.
Lost the dice.
No.
I lost
Hold for dice.
Well, that was a nat 20 that time.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm back.
You check inside the thing and it's just jam.
It's just jam.
It's just jam left over from last night.
Oh, strawberry jam that got caught in my throat.
Licks it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sloan. You are resting in the wagon. Another uneventful day on the trail has gone by. Everything's been pretty normal. Nothing really to be concerned about. But yeah, you start developing kind of a small headache. Starts kind of at the back of your neck. Starts traveling towards the front of your head. Feels like one of those headaches that you get when you're about to get sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a stress headache. It's just all over sort of fatigue.
Doing great.
So cool. Love this for me.
Are you going to tell us, or is this a secret?
For right now, I'm sitting quietly at the back of the wagon, kind of looking straight ahead. I don't say anything.
Also on day 32, you reached a new rock. A spire of rock kind of shooting straight up into the sky. Not really sure how this rock formation was made, but it was there from the days of the early pioneers on this trail. Saw it for themselves, knew that they were almost to Fort Laramie. Got about 100 miles to go. 5 days. If you make it, there's a good chance that the wagon ruts you've been following might lead to people.
I think McCready is monologuing about the geology of Chimney Rock to nobody in particular.
nobody, yeah.
You know, he's looking out the window. He's like, "Yeah, thousands of years of wind carved the edifices into the monuments that we see before us."
Willow's next to you, but
She's like
on
not
her own. Yeah. She's monologuing to you about something completely unrelated.
We're cross monologuing.
Oh, they're at it again.
We have a cross monologue.
This is the moment that McCready realizes that he kind of is taken to Willow.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
"You're a good monologuer."
Yeah.
It's one of the things I do best, according to Rory.
It's true.
I have to agree.
I can talk and talk and never stop talking.
That's very
Let's do that separately.
in different rooms.
Different rooms.
You go to the back of the bus.
All right. You can
yes,
have your
surround
personal
sound.
space. I'll use mine.
Monologue at Sloan.
She's learning.
Yeah. Listen, she's a quick study.
You passed Chimney Rock at the instant. It's about 5 days to Fort Laramie. All right. You do lose 2 days because of a downpour that kind of washes bits of the trail and just makes it very, very muddy. Your solar panels don't charge, but otherwise, the days pass without incident.
I think we're gonna have to pick up the pace soon.
A couple days outside of Fort Laramie, both Preston and Maisie Finch get much worse
Oh.
and eventually pass away.
Do they have any visible wounds like Carlos did?
Neither of them.
Neither of them. That was a red herring all along.
But they do look the same in death that Carlos did.
Contagious?
Possibly. I'm not a doctor.
I mean, you'd think if it was, Linda would have it.
No, that's true. We might even have it.
That's true.
Well, time to create an us and them situation where we ostracize half the caravan.
No, back down.
While they're held up by the rain, Katie goes and sits in the back caravan with Ted for a while. Ted and Maisie's body.
We should have asked them if they were hearing things.
Ted just kind of looks over you, questioning.
I think the thing Katie likes about Ted is that he can't ask her questions.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of gives her a inquisitive look.
Katie looks back at Finch's body.
Finch looks so small. They're 19.
I don't understand. It's got no pattern. I don't know how to fight it. If medicine don't work, and quarantining don't work, and you can't shoot some nonsense plague in the face, can you? And I have Ted help me wrap up the bodies, like we did Carlos.
Kieran comes to help you.
Once the rain clears up, we'll be able to start digging. Then pat him on the shoulder. Head on back to my wagon.
I think Rory might be becoming a little manic and like trying to figure out what it is. Because if it wasn't an infection, but it also is not spreading sort of obviously contagiously, there's a non-zero chance that, you know, Willow will get it. And like, so I think he's spending a lot of time like fucking around with stuff and like getting really distracted by like trying to put stuff together. Because like if she comes down with a headache, it's like we have to figure out what we're gonna do now.
Willow sort of sees you like this and like at first sort of writes it off as, oh, you know, Rory's kind of on one of their tirades again and he's probably trying some stuff that they shouldn't be. But the more and more time that Rory spends with Willow, she starts to get a little more quiet around him. Just listening more. Not quite talking back as much. Knowing that something serious might be happening.
How's Sloan looking? How's this one? How's this one?
Your headache hasn't gone away. The fatigue is definitely spreading. You feel much more low energy than usual. Like your body's fighting something for sure. Then it passes. The rain clears up. Barry, Maisie, and you Barry, Preston. Sammy, need to make you a toughness check, DR 12.
I'm gonna use an omen.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I do have 2 omens. I'm going to use another one.
Oh my god. No.
I will also use an omen.
Yeah.
God damn it, we're using an omen.
Yep.
Re-roll that.
There we go.
You're not dying on me here, soldier.
Come on!
So that's 18.
Only took 3 tries.
Right?
3 times a charm.
You're all right for now. You're holding on.
You like look like shit, but you're like, I'm doing great.
Everything's fine.
You still haven't told us.
Yeah.
You have 4 days to Fort Laramie.
Ooh. Well,
Right.
it's like my grandpappy said. There's nothing to it but to do it.
Can we make it 2 days if we bring the pace up to...
Sure you can.
It makes sense when you think about it.
All right, let's minimize the chance of running into some more miseries.
Sure.
All right.
We're speeding up.
We're speeding up for the last 4 days.
Yeah.
We lost about 10 already.
That's true.
I mean, there's a non-zero chance that Fort Laramie is also abandoned, right? Is that like a...
There's a non-zero chance this whole world is abandoned. Abandoned by God and all of his angels.
I don't know how to respond to you when you say things like that.
It's we, the Nephilim, who have inherited this barren world.
Is it the catnip? Is it too much catnip? Should you cut down on the catnip, maybe?
I think I need more.
I mean, I'll try it. Yeah, it's fine.
I think you need more catnip.
That's probably true.
You've been working too hard lately, Doc.
I think we all need some more catnip.
Hey, here's to that. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah, brother. Hot diggity dog.
You completely straight Andrew. What's the deal?
Hot diggity. Even the kids smoking catnip. What are you holding off for? I mean...
Did you get her catnip?
No, I didn't. Oh, I'm a bad person.
It was just catnip.
Oh my god, you gave her catnip.
Yeah.
You absolute
You have
fuck.
catnip all the time.
Yeah, but it's for me. It's not for you.
Oh, so that's the problem is you don't want to share.
Can someone roll a d4 for me?
Absolutely. 4.
Oh no!
That's you.
Hey.
D14 toughness, please.
Oh,
you.
God. 14?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I got an 8.
Shit. Do you want to know, man?
Let's see what it is.
All right.
For dramatic effect.
You get a headache.
Shit.
Some of the food stores have been sitting now for over a month.
Sure.
And you get some food poisoning from that.
I told you to keep the dry foods separate from the wet foods. This is where you get mold, people. Oh, please let it be ergot.
Do tell me about whatever ergot is.
Ergot is a fungus that grows on certain types of grains, and it's what you extract LSD from. So there are a lot of theories that in the Middle Ages and even up to the Salem witch trials, the things that people were experiencing that they thought were supernatural were actually just ergot poisoning. That was like a low-grade LSD trip. So yeah, he's hoping that it's ergot poisoning.
Yeah. The more you know.
What happens with this food poisoning? Am I just like...
Yeah,
just shitting.
Having a bad time?
Having a bad time. I'm going to say you're going to fall broken for a day.
Fall broken? Shit. I shit so much I'm broken.
Just unable to get up.
I broke my ass.
Shitting so hard.
Just for safety's sake, roll me another D4, please.
Oh, safety. 4. That's me again.
Oh, that's bad. Oh no, that face is bad. That's a bad face.
Oh no.
What's going on?
Congratulations, Chris. You have died from food poisoning.
It's the worst way to go.
Stop! Now you cannot even shit yourself to death. It's not even dysentery.
Can I use an omen to reroll that D4?
Absolutely, you can try.
Oh my god.
So McCready has a vision of himself dying of dehydration.
You cannot go on if you shit yourself to death.
We'll never be. This is supposed to be the dark season. This is supposed to be the grim dark season.
Holy shit.
You cannot shit yourself to death.
I didn't make the rules, man.
Listen, dysentery is
3.
Okay, 3. Jesus. Oh man.
Whew.
Okay. Yeah, you're son.
You're real close.
You're not dead. But you're gonna need some medicine in order to be okay.
I need saline solution.
Yeah, you're on death's door for sure.
Somebody
So something's gonna happen tonight, or
Somebody give me some water.
Chris's character has an HP of 2.
Yes, yeah. So he did almost just die shitting himself.
I'm 2 poops away from death. At any time, really.
It's the consumption.
It's the consumption.
Yeah, he's like shitting himself and coughing at the same time. Oh no!
Every time you cough, it just makes you shit again.
Where you're like tied to the back of the van.
Yeah. So we can keep moving. Poor Ted's got a horrible view.
They don't even put me in the last. So gross. This is dark.
So dark. It's such a dark campaign. Oh no.
We say crying with laughter.
Oh my god.
So,
Can we use his own medicine stores?
Sure.
Oh yeah, I guess
Absolutely.
How many do you have left?
2.
Shit. Is there a way to replenish them?
If
think
you
so.
Find any medicine kits, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some Tums.
The smell is really
yeah.
horrific.
I'll knock off one of the. All right, I've only got one usage of this medicine kit
Holy
left.
cow.
Yeah.
We better keep
We're
it.
not even halfway through.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through the journey.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it just goes to show you how brutal of a world this is.
You die from
It really does make you stop and reflect on the actual dangers we're facing and how serious the situation really is.
Very serious.
It's not wolves.
It's not
It
wolves.
wasn't beasts.
No. It's
shit.
pooping.
It's just straight shitting.
Man's oldest ally.
Was it the
Turned
was
against
it the Hollow Man? Was it the Hollow Man what got us? Was it the blue-eyed, vaguely humanoid, glowy people?
Yeah, what the fuck
Oh my god.
It was Ergot.
Can you imagine if we all survived this campaign except you? You had died of shitting yourself?
That'd be amazing, actually.
That would be actually pretty good.
Anyway.
Anyway, amazing. Yeah, you still kind of are like broken, like, for the night,
Yeah.
completely out.
Yeah.
The next day, just completely incapable of much.
Been there.
Yeah. Sammy, I need you to make me, what was your last one? D14?
I think so.
Yeah. I need you to make me a D16
Cool.
toughness.
Cool. So cool.
Come on,
So
you got this.
cool.
You got this.
Is it a new day?
It is.
I feel like we're really abusing this mechanic.
I mean, this is
Yes!
what it says.
Yes!
Okay. Through sheer mental fortitude,
Yeah,
the
tyranny.
ability of a mother to hold her own pain down while others are going through it.
Wow.
Sloan said
suffered
this is a
through-
man cold.
Yes. You suffer through with the worst fucking migraine you've ever had. But you're suffering through. You're all right. For now. And
And none of us are the wiser.
Yeah, literally none of us know. Immune
He's like in the
system
back
of an
subtly
ox.
dying.
truly. After a relatively uneventful night,
For you.
McCready recovers, gets back to his normal self.
Hot diggity.
Sloan is still hanging on, just suffering through it. You see lights on the horizon, this time coming from a fort. Fort Laramie has appeared, and even from a good half-mile away, you hear music. And that's where we're going to end session 3 of Möregon Trail. Thank you so much for watching. Please join us next time as we continue our journey down the trail. Bye.
Adios.
Okay, guys.
Adios,
no more
muchachos.
shitting ourselves to death.
I had no control over that.
Oh my god, new people!
Sarge is deeply suspicious of this.
Seems like Sarge has some trust issues.
Yeah, man.
Rory, what is happening?
That's the greatest question you've ever asked.
Sloan?
Hi.
Oh my god, Sloan!
So the atmosphere and energy of the social scene at this party is Sarge's worst nightmare.
Yeah, well, we're teaching the children the ancient rites of the piñata.
Sarge, when was the last time you had any fun?
You want to be grieving more in 2 days' time?
I don't know where home is anymore, Bobby.
You can keep going. You can see your little boy again.
I'm really scared.
So this is it. The final darkening of Lady Liberty's great flame.
It's a send-off! It's a send-off! Come on, come on!